Hello, this is John. He's here to talk about one of my very famous original character of all time, but he's now reconsidered as a fandom OC, but he was once used to be one. He have close. He was going to be a Sonic the Hedgehog OC, but it didn't fit well because he has a father named Skolo, even that his dad was not known, that people did not draw him, but Zorma did in any case though. To say this that the future had predicted because of the similarity and what they really looks like for some way for whatsoever though. Well, in some cases, in the year 2006, I honestly have forgotten about 2006 because I really do not remember any scene and I have completely forgot about it because of the past. Well, not gonna mention. What happened in 2006 is what it kind of was not similar in 2005 for whatever reason. But it was intended of interest about a Sonic original character spin-off story about Sonic World something, which is a spin-off of Sonic Fandom. We still to this day that people are still having Sonic OC about their story to this day to all the website except for Infinity, DeviantArt, and so many more. But I think that truly started because of Newground, from the site what I originally remember ever since. However, this was like the idea that I wanted to have a rivalry with my Sonic OC for years, but now it has due to reason that it has been scrapped for whatever reason. For the Newground scenes, I will talk about how we started it from beginning to ongoing another date. However, for this prediction how I made a character named Zorma, this all started that it is a lookalike for some similar way to what reason. Even though that Sonic has been my life until 2008, but I rarely like Sonic the Hedgehog because he's my favorite character, but I haven't got into of any game like Sonic Colors or Sonic Mania and such because I don't know if it's worth it. But the main point that for similarity to talk about, I'm going to show you what they are considered for some reason though. Well, Zorma Max supposed to be the one that is supposed to be a shy guy, which is very similar what that looks like, which is very influenced to that though. A combination if that would been for the Sonic universe to have Zorma have a mask like that in the Sonic universe. But however, it doesn't make sense for whatever reason except people been telling me reason about your copying something like you copycat from it. But yeah, I mean that's the scene how it really stated though. And that's basically how is like that usually though. But the main thing is that what is similar that is predicted the future, which I am going to tell you, there is a character named Zacharie from Off though. Was the one. This was the one. This was the very first original character that predicted the future. What I discovered the series called Off was based off a French game from 2011, but was a download game. If you have to shake that in Wikipedia, that would tell you the information. For what I know is that it's predictable conflicts, that it is the plot and similarity to very similar to Undertale's and Homestuck. Yes, but I'm not talking about the two favorite fandom series of the internet, Homestuck and Undertale. I have acquaintances or friends who are into of that kind of stuff, the internet subculture, but this is very well known for many reasons. But it's not that kind of the scene, but this was one of the well known that is like ever, because this guy looks very familiar to my OC Zorma for whatever reason. It predicts the future for time exists, how it tells that is settled to stone, but it really does for some way though. I meant some coincidental, or I don't know, let's just say that it's just this was never meant to happen by any reason though, but no, but well, it's just how the way it really goes though. However, not any known that it's just because why we created, let's just say us, between him as the creator or I did it, because this happened for a few years right out the bat where Zorma was existing. And Zorma has been known so well since 2007, when he was created in July or August 2006, ever since. And the reason is that he was being himself, Zorma, that he has just a simple original character, but he's not famous or like an official canon character until Zacharie came to the screen though in the media debut online. So it really happened like that though. Going back to topic to where Zorma was going to have and rival against my Sonic OC, it turns it down because what happened in 2016, I had a friend, or maybe 2017 if I remember, something that he told me that he doesn't look like he was belong to a Sonic OC or a Sonic universe. People had drawn Zorma like he was like a creature or like a rabbit or some reason. This really happened for some time. It really happened before. And that's what got thinking about Zorma, that he does looks like Zacharie, what under the max with Zorma. But in 2017, where I firstly shipped it to the girl of the character named Tulip from Infinity Train, that's my huge crush, a wifey. But yeah, that's where I pair her. So as the other female character depending on, but... And then some artists draw Zorma with the ear behind the mask. That's what is very predictable. And yeah, that is the thing that's where I had to make a new skin, a brand new look of Zorma as a human Was that exactly how he really looks like to this day? Well, that seems to be it for the video. But however, I don't think Zorma was never going to be a real character if that was supposed to be independent or indie project, depend what he really based it like. But it's going to be some issue about Zorma, about what is inconsistent though. But it's very spontaneous how time tells about future prediction. For therefore, that's it for the video. If you like the video, still feel free to give a like or subscribe. And I will make more videos like this about my OC depending what it is though. I hope you enjoyed the video and explained the statement complex of how Zorma is or what he really is or what Zacharie is almost the long lost brother of Zorma. It's very uncertain and that really is for some reason. Until then, take care.